Yeah, hello everyone. How you doing? Today we want to quickly discuss left hand single note bass. That is the left hand note on the piano. Now I want to quickly make you understand certain things about the piano. Without boring you much with talking, I'll just quickly discuss. Playing the piano is not limited to the right hand alone. That is to say, the piano is meant for two hands, that is to be played with two hands. As a matter of fact, playing with the right hand alone could be somehow boring on the piano. By the time the left hand joins and comes up with a kind of rhythm or tonal texture, it makes playing the piano much more interesting and at least a little bit more exciting. Now, the left hand plays a major role in making the piano sweeter, as I said, when you combine the left and the right hand together in an appropriate manner. It makes it a little bit sweeter when you hear the sound of the piano being played. So, most times, the right hand chord is the determinant of what the left hand note plays. Most especially at beginner's level, the right hand chord you play will somehow, in one way or the other, determine the left hand bass note you play. I would sing a note. So, but still, all depends on the level of your creativity. So, there are different styles of playing the left hand note, that is, playing the bass alongside with the right hand chord. There are different styles. And as a matter of fact, it's countless. Depends on how the individuals could be creative on the piano while playing. That's just it. For instance, the way the left hand bass note would go for an African style, like for example, high life music, will be quite different from the way the left hand bass note will go for a kind of maybe reggae music or country music. That is to say, different style of music has its own unique left hand single note. I repeat that. Different style of music has its own unique way of playing left hand single note along with it. And it's also subject to the level of individual player, whether you're a beginner player or an intermediate or you're already a professional, and the amount of creativity you can deploy into your playing style. So, but by and large, the amount of creativity injected, as I said earlier, in the style of music make a lot of difference. Make a lot of difference, and it will definitely show the level of professionalism of the player, as the case may be. Now, without talking too much, now how does the left hand feels on the piano? When you play, for instance, this is my left hand, and I told earlier on in one of the lessons I've treated before that the right hand and the left hand, both ends are numbered the same way. That is, the thumb is finger one, both on the right hand and on the left hand. Index finger, finger two. This middle finger, this finger three, and this finger four, and the pinky finger five. But the difference is that certain note that the right hand plays, it might not be the same note on the left hand. I will demonstrate that in a quick time. But now, how does the left hand play on the keyboard? Earlier on, when we started learning how to play the keyboard, you play the right hand note, one, two, three, four, five. Likewise, the left hand have something similar to that. But the case is different in the left hand. Now, on the left hand, now if the right hand plays C as finger one, the finger that plays similar C on the left hand side of the keyboard, that is the bass part, is finger five. The right hand, you have the finger one, plays C, but the left hand plays the finger 5 plays the C. If the right hand plays the D, the fourth finger on the left hand, finger 3 on the right hand, E, same thing. That is when the both hands, that is when the left hand and right hand plays the same note. Now, on the right hand, you have finger 4 plays F, but finger 2 does that on the left hand. And pinky, which is finger 5 on the right hand, plays G, which is the 5th note, but finger 1 does that on the left hand. So that is the variation in 8. So, but now, that is when you play as play C, D, E, F, and G. You play Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, Fa, Mi, Re, Do, which is more like exercise you play on a regular basis. Before I go further, let me just make you to understand that at least anything from first octave to the second octave, that's what the left hand is expected to play. Because only when you are improvising, doing some scaling, that the left hand can go across the right hand to play on the higher octave on the piano. But when we are related to single note, that's left hand single note on the piano, left hand single note bass, you reside within the first octave and the second octave. Now, as the right hand plays full scale with crossover of finger 1 and descending order, you have the finger 3 crossover to E, D, C. You have similar things on the left hand as well. You play, or let me pick it from the second octave. You play finger 5, finger 4, that's D, finger 3, that's E, finger 2, that is F, then finger 1, that is G. Then finger 3 crosses over to play A, which is the 6th note, then finger 2, B, which is the 7th note, and finger 1, which is the octave, that's C, C. So you do that on a regular basis. Both styles are very, very crucial. You play, do your exercise as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do that regularly in the course of exercising. You do that regularly on the keyboard. Sometimes you can change, as time goes on, you can change it to maybe 2-2 count. If you do, like, for example, if you start from here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like you did sometimes ago on the right hand. And as time goes on, you can begin to run it. That's 1-1 count. 1-1 count, like that. Later on, you can do it half count. That's half of 1. That is half beat count. Do it on a regular basis. You can extend it to full scale. But start with maybe slow rhythm first, maybe 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then your finger 3 crosses over to A. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do it ascending and descending order. So continue working, because the left hand could be a bit rigid. because many, except you are a naturally a left-handed person, to play with the left hand, shifting from the right hand concentration to the left hand is very, could be a little bit tedious. But by way of exercise, maybe regularly, you discover that the left hand can even become stronger than you could ever believe. So do it on regular basis. So that is the placement of the fingers on the keyboard. Now, when you now want to use it as in plain certain rhythm, maybe to certain chord progression, I think when we get to whereby when we would combine the two hands with simple chords, like I did treated a quite, let me say a while ago, uh, major triad. So by the time we now combine the major triad on the right with the appropriate left hand single note, you now discover that the two will work hands together and hands simultaneously together. So begin to work on your left hand, preparing, let it begin to work to attain some level of flexibility so that at least you can begin to run the left hand, because you have a lot of things to do with the left hand. It has a lot to do with the left hand, because a time will come you start playing. Some people can decide to play maybe octave to octave notes. That's one, then four, five. I'm relating it to the major triad you learned a while ago. Then a time will come you can begin to do like this and combine with fifth. That is your octave with the fifth note, like this. Then when you go to the fourth, it's going to be four. That's F together with C and F. They begin to rotate that. You can begin to do that. Then you go to the fifth note, the G. So G here, then D here with the octave. The same thing, like that. Begin to work on that. So you can have that. That's when you look at it very well, the middle note is a fifth to the root. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's C and G, then with the octave. Then when you get to F as well, which is the fourth note, F, discover that this note, the note you play here, is a fifth to this F in the scale of F. But I don't want to bore you with that for now. So F and C here with the F. And when you get to G, the note you play here, which is the middle note, is also a fifth to this G. Look at G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see that. That is one style. But that's one style. Carefully look at it. I start again. You have C, G, C. You have this. That's F. Then you have G. Slowly, just do it slowly to get used to it. Then that is one. Another style of left hand single note you can do is related to, I said it, all of this let me say with reference to major triad. That's called C major, F major, and G major. You can do something of this nature as well. Look at this. Look at this. More like arpeggio. But I don't want to go to arpeggio now because you do arpeggio on the right hand with your triads. But on the left, just to create a kind of rhythm or movement, variations in such a way that at least when the right hand chord combines with it, it will give it a little bit of excitement to reduce boredom, just to make the right hand chord a bit more interesting when you play. So you have for your C here, then for your F, something like that. then G. You can see that, but I prefer it done on the first octave to give you that bass feelings that we are talking about. That's C, then G. I mean F, sorry. F, A, C, A, F, then G. G, B, D, B, G. Can you see that? By the time you play some learn some other triads, that the minor triads, you do similar things. But for now, keep it like this and keep warming up. Work on it very well onto certain level of perfection before we now pick another one. So please continue doing this till I come your way next time. Thank you.